rightfully so. Having said that, this is going to go straight to deep mid-wicket. It was a googly, it was a little short. Usman Ghani looking to pull to the short side, and he must have fancied hitting that over the rope for 6, but could only pick the man out.
Hasaranga is a wicket taker. He has at times struggled with his link in Australia because of the extra bounce. This time getting it nice and straight and relatively full as well. Enough to grab him the wicket and break a deadly partnership as well. 68 for 2 it is. Usman Ghani gone 27.
In this new normal, small businesses are taking on what's next. Business owners like you are always tapping into their creativity and finding new ways to thrive. You know how to handle your business and make your dreams take flight. Biz2 Credit gives business owners the funding that makes it all possible. So keep on doing what only you can do. You masters of what's next. We'll be right with you every step of the way. Biz2 Credit, funding what's next.
Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance, because you never know where life is going to take you.
Move from Afghanistan's point of view, he's been in really good form this year. His strike rate has been close to 150 this year.
Just such a disappointing outcome after the drinks break. Afghanistan going well. Jonathan Trott was out there at the drinks break, talking to both batsmen, setting out the plan for the second half of the innings. And 2 balls later, a wicket falls, which can't have been part of the Trott plan. One assumes. That is a brilliant bit of work, actually, just flicking the ball back onto the stumps, and the umpire will send it upstairs.
Third umpire to director. We have a referral for run out. Side on replay, please, at the bowler's end. Okay, bat is grounded. Thank you, bat is grounded. Before the bails are off, I am ready with my decision for the big screen.
That's a really good bit of work from Hasaranga. Great awareness to be able to just flick it back onto the stumps. Batter made his ground. Got to be careful. Got to be really careful with the running between the wickets. I'm not too sure about the throw into the keeper.
Yeah, that just required a flick. Because the way that
he threw it is going to obviously take more time out of the equation. It was a very tight run. It just needed an underarm flick, and that might have been tight.
Oh, it's nicely bowled. Bowler is really interested at the moment. Nobody else is interested. Hasaranga having a good long chat about this one. He wants to go upstairs. He's feeling pretty confident. Keeper is obviously going to be weighing in on this, and they do want to have a chat.
Third umpire to director. We have a play review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Okay, ball is very close to the bat. Can we have a try, please? Copy, Gavin, waiting for a try. Waiting for a try, Ehsan. Keep it going, please. Keep it going. Gap between bat and ball. Keep it going. Keep it. Come back one frame, please. Come back one frame. Come back one frame. Come back one frame. Yeah, freeze it here. Freeze it here. I can see the ball hitting the pad here. I can see the ball hitting the pad here. Can we go on to ball tracking, please? There's a gap between bat and ball. Stand by, Hassan. Waiting for ball tracking. Pitching in line, impact is in line, wickets missing. Thank you. I'll go back to Hassan on field. Hassan, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal not out.
Standing umpire getting it right. Good decision in the end. 71 for 2 it is.
This World Series, sign up for Taco Bell Rewards and get a free Doritos Locos Tacos after the first stolen base. Last year, Ozzy Albies scored America free tacos in seconds. And this year, you can steal your taco faster than ever, only on the app.
Today's pros need today's tools, like the Pro Extra membership that earns you perks as you spend. Earn perks.
That's really nicely played. With the fielder square and off the boundary, that was always going to be tough to cut off.
Well, he's a stylish player, is Ibrahim Zadran. We've seen quite a bit of him, both Asia Cup, where he played successfully, and played nicely against England in the one game that they've had in Perth. 2 games washed out, of course, for Afghanistan. But he's a stylish player. And, he's going to be around for a long time for Afghanistan in all formats.
Conversation between the batters was 2. They always wanted the second run. And all those pockets at these grounds that allow you to do that. And do it well, be aware of it. Straight down the ground. It's been quite a profitable area for Afghanistan today.
I mentioned that he's a stylish player, and that is a perfect example of the elegance, really. Quite full, hitting it with a beautiful straight bat down the ground. He moves to 19 from 15, and Afghanistan, they'll be eyeing up around about 150 if they can. The average score here is about 159, 160. And with their bowling attack, they'll feel confident that they've got a good chance of defending a score around about that mark.
Again, the call from the batters was 2. That's really good. Good between the wickets. The calling is important as well.
Yeah, well, T20 is about boundaries and 4s and 6s, of course, but on this ground, you're wise not to forget the 2s as well. That's a look at the 6 on the previous ball. Beautiful shot down the ground, but then a nice nudge into the leg side. There are so many opportunities for 2s to the leg side, to the long leg side.
Yeah, and very quickly you start accumulating runs. It's over. Yes, there's been boundaries, but 15 from it. It's a bowler under a lot of pressure. Not trying to get away from those straight boundaries are Sri Lanka as much as they can. You can't bowl too straight, too full. Then if you're working the 2s as well, it just plays on the mind of the bowler. It's good from Afghanistan. It's just what they needed after a wicket falling. Partnership already 19 off 9. Finish this over well. Lovely batting from Afghanistan, really good over for them. 89 for 2.
Order slices and steaks and a 20-ounce Mountain Dew at Little Caesars and get 2 pizzas in 1. Dual double XP for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's a two-tastic two-nominal. Unlock dual double XP with a Call of Duty combo or Mountain Dew at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
The fully electric Audi e-tron family is here. With models that fit any lifestyle through elegant design and progressive technology. The Audi e-tron family. Progress that moves you.
Really does stand out. 17 runs from it, and that coming after a wicket falling. So from Afghanistan's point of view, that's really good. A platform here that they can launch from. Get up to a really good score. Just wonder how much is enough, Dave. Don't really have a feel for sort of how much is enough today.
Yeah, I mean, it partly depends on the pitch and the conditions, but also on the strength of your team. Afghanistan like to bat first because they're a side that have a great deal of faith in their bowling options, so they don't try and be too expansive with the bat. They're not a side who feel they've got to get over par with the bat. They'll look to get around about par, which, as I say, is about 159, 160 here, and then back their spinners to do the business in the second half of the game.
It's a slight change in the field now. Saranga coming up. Was that long on? Now he's up at mid-on. Gone. Wasn't the length to play that shot. Maybe not the right decision from the batter, but for Sri Lanka, a timely wicket.
Yeah, and Lahiru Kumara brought back to try and break this partnership. And it was the length, you're right, that did it. Trying to hit that with a straight bat down the ground wasn't really a driving length, got more of a toe end of the bat on it, and it looped very gently towards mid-off. Disappointment in the crowd for the Afghanistan supporters and for Ibrahim Zadran, who has gone for 22, a stylish 22 from 18. Afghanistan 90 for 3.
This might be the most emotionally charged match of the modern era.
So Black Girl Hockey Club is all about building a community within the community.
A heart-pounding atmosphere.
This is the loudest that has ever been here.
Now into the side as part of the reserves. Nasratullah sadly has sustained an injury in his oblique muscles, so he's out of the tournament. An experienced player for Afghanistan, just hasn't played for them for a while. T20 international, the last one he played was last year in November.
It's a lively welcome to the World Cup for Gulbuddin Naib. Played it nicely, actually, just swayed inside the line and gave the bowler a stare.
Oh, it's called a wide in the end. Just kept going. The keeper. Again going with the short stuff now. Just not really the length for it. Straight up to Rajapaksa. Never really in control. really good follow-up.
Yeah, that's what he's done today. The first wicket of the day fell to Lahuru Kumar with exactly this kind of a delivery, just running back off the seam. And the length on that instance taking it over the top of the stumps, but only just. Showing the signals that are sent from the sideline to the captain. That's Dasan Shanaka there. You've got a lot on your plate in T20. You have to be a particularly kind of bright and intelligent guy to both be in control of everything that's happening on the field and also take signals from the edge. A, remember what the signals are, and then B, whether you want to make use of them. There's quite a lot on your plate. I mean, there's no more volatile game than T20 for a captain out in the middle. It's happening all the time.
Too much multitasking for you?
It's cut away. It'll be a couple. I think well, the captains I've seen that have done it well, and that's tight. He slides and would have been struggling with a direct hit, but the ball bounced over the top. 95 for 3, 13 gone.
I'm going to earn 3% on dining, including takeout with Chase Freedom Unlimited. That's a lot of cash back. Are you going to stop me? Oh, I'm almost there. Too late. Hold on. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
There's a point at the end of a project when you realize, but what in the world do I want in here or here? On HomeDepot.com, DIY also means decorate it yourself. Get your home made with furniture, decor, and free delivery from HomeDepot.com.
Talk about Dasan Shanaka and everything that's sort of on his plate, though, and also on the plate of a captain as well. What are decisions to be made by the captains out on the field? Distinctive ones as well. Captains will also look at their batting card and as to sort of who might come in next, where Afghanistan go from here. They've had a good start. The captain of Sri Lanka will be looking at his bowlers and saying, all right, what's our best bowling options going forward? Another thing the captain also has to look at, obviously, going forward, is these matchups. We talk about them a lot, don't we? James Adran, who's been in very good form, just looking at some of the options for Sri Lanka and where they might go to with the ball, him being a left-hander.
Great beauty of having wrist spinners in your side is that they can send it both ways.
I wonder where that's pitched.
Increasingly in T20, I think we'll see bowlers like, for example, Livingston from England, who bowl both off spin and leg spin, depending on whether left-handers or right-handers are out in the middle.
Or even both left-hand and right-hand. There's a couple of examples around the world that do that. Sarunga had a brilliant World Cup last year. He's continued to take wickets here in Australia as well. He's usually very, very accurate. Last year, he was always online in terms of targeting the stumps. He was very accurate in finding the stumps last year. He gets a lot of his wickets with LBWs and bowled. An excellent performer for Sri Lanka. Bounce in Australia is something that he's had to contend with, and he's had a few variations to try and work around that as well. 99 for 3.
Hey, Devante, go long. Longer. Keep going. Longer. Keep going.
Really?
Carson told you to go long, huh? Man, hop in.
Today's pros need today's tools, like the Pro Extra membership that earns you perks as you spend. Earn perks 4 times faster when you join. Register and use your Pro Extra credit card. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
99 on the board. So after 10 overs, Afghanistan sort of found the accelerator a little bit. Now Sri Lanka have hit back. And that'll be a little bit of a concern for Sri Lanka as well. Because in terms of their overs, they don't want to be penalised at the end. They are behind. And that's with a couple of spinners being in operation too. So it's something they're going to have to keep an eye on and change. I'll tell you what, as they bring up their 100, we have seen some magnificent crowds around Australia, but really enjoyed being in amongst the Sri Lankan fans. They really do bring something very special. I was lucky enough to be in Geelong and watch them in operation there. And the fans bring in the drums, the instruments, and they're going all day. Their stamina is absolutely phenomenal. Colours, everything. Very passionate. Fans? Well, Sri Lanka have had a few issues in the field, and Chris Silverwood was very honest about that.
The fielding, obviously, there's room for improvement. There's no hiding from that. We have to face that square on, I'm afraid. It's something we work very hard on, but it's something we're going to have to continue to as well. I mean, there's obviously room for improvement.
Yeah, a few opportunities have really been missed by Sri Lanka. They've been on top in some of the games. New Zealand, they ended up dropping a couple of catches, and the pressure was all released. The opportunities against Australia. And maybe sitting in a much different position at this stage if the fielding. Well, we're just talking about fielding and wanting it to be up to task.
I think it just bounced in front of him, and he did well actually. It's quite awkward when the ball just bounces in front of you in that position, but then Ajay De Silva did well. Take Gulbadine on in the gym, pushing some weights. Both teams practicing up at Allan Border Field ahead of this game. This is Sri Lanka yesterday. Selective camera work, finding a couple of errors in practice, but we're told that they worked hard and with good intensity ahead of this game.
Towards the next side. Interesting. We just saw the umpire just pulled his arm up, I should say, just as he was about to bowl. Too sure what that was about. 104 for 3.
In this new normal, small businesses are taking on what's next. Business owners like you are always tapping into their creativity and finding new ways to thrive. You know how to handle your business and make your dreams take flight. Biz2 Credit gives business owners the funding that makes it all possible. So keep on doing what only you can do. You masters of what's next. We'll be right with you every step of the way. Biz2 Credit, funding what's next.
Just the 5 bowlers used so far by Sri Lanka. Hasaranga at the bottom there, excellent again. 3 overs, 1 for 10, so useful with the lefties, with his wrong uns. Economy rate just 3 and a bit. Can they get some momentum, Afghanistan, in these last 5 overs? They'd love to get up towards 150. They've got wickets in hand, and they've got some batters who can clear the ropes. De Silva into the attack for his first bowl, so they're introducing their 6th bowler. Pulled hard, shorter boundary in that direction. They'll go away for 4.
Ford to be quite aggressive now. The last 4 overs and change. Plenty to come. You think about Nabi, Rashid, they can both clear the boundary with ease. Just too short from Dhananjaya.
Yeah, the value of a left-hand, right-hand combination. To the right-hander, you're hitting with the spin to the longer boundary, but the left-hander, even if it's spinning away from you, you can sweep to the shorter boundary. Goes that way again. Just 1 on this occasion. Stay round the wicket to Gulbadin. Can they get back for 2? He's placed that really nicely. Perfect placement. Job back for 2.
We talk so often about how big this ground is, and all the grounds, Perth, MCG, when you think sideways, the fielders are still backward square is 20 yards, 25 yards off the boundary easily. Mid-wicket's 15.
Stop, hit down the ground, mid-off, thinks he's in play, he is in play. Hasaranga takes the catch, and Afghanistan lose their 4th.
Just sliced it with the swing of the bat. He ended up slicing it. A little flighted off spinner. And Anindu Hasaranga does very well. Keeps his composure comfortably inside the boundary line, and Najibullah Zadran gone for 18. It's 113 for 4.
Sure feels good when you get it right. And with Philips Sonicare technology, it's easy to always get brushing right. Philips.
In this new normal, small businesses are taking it and finding new ways to thrive. You know how to handle your business and make your dreams take flight. Biz2 Credit gives business owners the funding of what's next. We'll be right with you every step of the way. Biz2 Credit, funding what's next.
Because it was the last ball. The previous over, he'll be at the non-striker's end. Good captaincy from Dasun Shanika to introduce his 6th bowler. Immediately, Dhananjaya got a wicket. Excellent fielding. Hasaranga has gone from long on to long on, and he's showing the way in the field.
Well, after what we saw against New Zealand, this is just brilliant. Good catch just to finish the last over off, but how's he picked that up? Yes, it might not have looked great had it gone under the hand, but it...
Really, three-dimensional cricketer, ball, bat and in the field. Just what they needed to lift their spirits as far as the fielding goes. Should be a couple. That wicket was so vital because just Nabi may have to chew up a couple of deliveries. Good catch. It was Hasaranga again that was out there. But this is the end, bowling from the Vulture street end at right hand.
I feel like Deekshana will definitely... Hasaranga's been exceptional. He doesn't have to bowl his last, or he could leave maybe Pramod.
Story to an innings if you're an Afghanistan fan, because in the power wickets and they sort of set it up, but when they go at that pace in those middle overs, they do need to finish well to get a par score. So these are vital 3.5 overs left.
So far so good. You said, Nasser, that leg side will be a target bowling from the end that Rajitha is operating from now. Oh dear. That's the last thing you need.
You'll know as a bowler, Simon, sometimes when you bowl the slower ball, and that last ball was the slower ball, you just overstretch. You're almost delaying your arm, and the leg stretches by doing that. And often a slower ball can be a no ball. Maybe Rajitha will try and hide it outside off stump there, and it's clubbed straight to extra cover. Pulled behind square. Fielder does well. That's Lanka down there. Russell, last couple of overs, the fielding's improved.
Yes, the energy has really picked up. If they can keep the score down to about 150, they are very much in the game. They sense it, and hence, when we go back to the New Zealand game, Rajitha in his second spell bowled a couple in a similar situation. So that's where it comes through. Slower ball, he's clubbed it, carving that ball through that gap, small gap between mid-off and mid-on, and that spoils the over. That takes Afghanistan to 125 for 4.
I tied behind the chair. You bundle your home and car insurance with Geico. It's what you do.
Today's tools. Membership that earns you perks as you spend. Earn perks 4 times faster when you join. Register and use your Pro Extra credit card. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Deekshana back into the attack. The skipper at the death, do you reckon? Or does it change depending on the situation?
He'll have to consider the situation, but right now, Rajitha and Pramod Madhushan to bowl out. I'm a little surprised, even though Dooley's and force the batter to hit to the longer end. Another problem Dasun Shanaka has is he's slow on the over rate again. So they're going to get penalized once more in this as high intensity as it is now, and that's where they've slowed down. Oh dear, they get a wicket. He slipped over.
My word, what a mix-up that was. Gulbuddin was sent back by Nabi. He slipped and he tried to roll into the crease. Well, some confusion whether that was sent upstairs as a decision. It wasn't. It was given out on the field. Gulbuddin was rolling around near the crease. At no stage did he roll over the crease. Sent back by Nabi there. Slipped, and now he's got to try and get in. He doesn't.
There's a game of roly-poly. I hope he's okay. He's holding that left shoulder, but well and truly out of his crease. Finally gets the hand in, but that's to be for Gulbadin. Run out for 12, it's 127 for 5.
In this new normal, small businesses are taking on what's next. Business owners like you are always tapping into their creativity and finding new ways to thrive. You know how to handle your business. Take flight. Biz2 Credit gives business owners the funding that makes it all possible. So keep on doing what only you can do. You masters of what?
A new batter. Clumsy from Afghanistan. Soft dismissals. Coach Jonathan Trott will be absolutely ticking. Just as they're going to put their foot down. Confusion in the middle. Nabi says no. He slips. He rolls. He has to go. This time should be 2. And with the misfield, could be through. Gonna have to hurry here. Gets home.
A good running. Intensity, pushing for that second. Little misfield, so first one we've seen for some time. That is the slip. Got the side of the boot. He got on the side of the boot that Gulbadin. And then couldn't get his footing to get back. Tried to get back. Fell over. And then the roll comes. So that's where he hurt.
We've had some rain this morning in Brisbane. Always try and run down the strip. I know the umpires get a little bit wary of you running on the pitch, but try and run on the white stuff. It's never slippy. The green stuff, and you get on the side of your boots and you slip. Gulbadin found out there. Another wicket in the over. 132 for 5. 2 to go.
In this new normal, small businesses are taking on what's next. Business owners like you are always tapping into their creativity and finding new ways to thrive. You know how to handle your business and make your dreams take flight. Biz2 Credit gives business owners the funding that makes it all possible. So keep on doing what only you can do. You masters of what's next. We'll be right with you every step of the way. Biz2 Credit, funding what's next.
Remember, 105. Have a good last couple of overs, Afghanistan. We know what Rashid Khan can do. That one over extra cover. Long boundary, couple of bounces.
Delivery, not looking wide. He's got power. He's managed to carve that way over.
It's a good point, Simon Dill. Adam Gilchrist was mentioning just that. Australia almost overthought the legs of can go over the end. There may have to be some fielding. Tough one for the keeper. And Rashid Khan comes back for 2.
Yeah, this is the over they look to go, because they were very clever when facing from the other end, knocking it into the gap and looking for the 2s. But this over, they'll with the shorter boundary line and get to it. But those are some of those that you'd hope that stick. It would make a extremely dangerous. His strike rate very, very high.
Just change in length there. First half dragged his length back. He's got 3 out. His locker, Rashid. The skipper juggled it. The skipper put it down.
He knew it was an option for him. It's looped it. Rashid, he's tried to whip those wrists through it. It's gone straight for Dasun Shanaka, and that is a simple catch put down by the skipper. I snapped at it a little bit. Didn't know where to get the hands, up or down.
Well, these are going to cause problems, not just the wides, but the extra deliveries and the bust, surely, for being slow in the field, for being poor in the field. Skipper again. Shanaka this time takes the catch.
Well, this might save them here, because they get a couple of minutes grace. It may save them, I don't know, but it is behind you. Hasn't cost them much at all. Got underneath it, went reverse. So Mohamed Nabi is gone for 13.